The greatest misunderstanding about awakening is believing that an awakened person must always remain silent, still, and passive. But what if awakening has never meant escaping life? Imagine the ocean. Sometimes it is perfectly calm. Sometimes powerful waves appear. Yet, the ocean never stops being the ocean. Awareness works the same way. When nothing needs to be done, awareness naturally rests in silence. Clear, open, completely present. But when life calls, when work arrives, when money must be managed, when children need your attention, or when difficult decisions must be made, awareness does not disappear. It simply responds in another way. Carefulness, attention, observation, not anxiety, not control, simply complete presence. This is the difference between the ego and awareness. The ego acts because it wants to control the future. Awareness acts because this moment asks for action. The ego is always asking, what will I get? Awareness simply asks, what is needed right now? When the work is finished, nothing remains. No psychological burden. No pride. No regret. No attachment. Only silence. Once again, this is why awakening is not running away from the world. It is learning how to move through the world without ever leaving your own true nature. But there is something even more important. How do you know whether you are living from awareness or from the ego? The answer is surprisingly simple. Look at your mind. Is it constantly being pulled from one thought to another? From one emotion to another? From one desire to another? Or is there something deeper that quietly sees all of it? The Buddha called this awareness. Jesus called it the kingdom within. Thoughts come and go. Emotions come and go. Fear appears. Joy appears. Anger appears. Compassion appears. Everything changes. But something never changes. Something is always watching. Imagine the surface of the ocean. Waves rise. Waves fall. Some waves are gentle. Others become storms. Yet, no matter how wild the waves become, they never stop being water. The mind is like the waves. Awareness is like the ocean itself. The problem is not that thoughts appear. The problem is that the wave believes it has become separate from the ocean. The moment the wave realizes, I have always been water, everything changes. Life continues. Thoughts still appear. Work continues. Conversations continue. But now, nothing is clung to. The ancient masters expressed it beautifully. When circumstances arise, the mind responds. When circumstances pass, the mind returns to emptiness. This does not mean becoming passive. It means never forgetting where home is. The awakened person may travel through countless experiences, yet never loses the way back, because home was never a place. Home has always been awareness itself. If awareness is always here, then one question remains. How do we actually live from it? The answer is astonishingly simple. Not tomorrow. Not after years of meditation. Not after becoming a different person. Right here. Right now. This moment. Most people are never fully present. While eating, they are already thinking about tomorrow. While walking, they are replaying yesterday. While listening, they are preparing their next response. The body is here, but the mind is somewhere else. This is suffering, because reality only exists here. Never in memory, never in imagination, only now. Imagine holding a glass of water. Your hand reaches out. Your fingers touch the glass. Coolness meets the skin. You lift it. The water touches your lips. The throat swallows. Pleasant sensations arise. Simply know it. Nothing more. No story. No judgment. No resistance. No craving for another sip. Just complete awareness. This is meditation. Not sitting on a mountain. Not escaping the world. But being completely alive, inside this ordinary moment. Walking, no, you are walking. Breathing, no, you are breathing. Speaking, no, you are speaking. Listening, no, you are listening. Life becomes the meditation. This is what Jesus called remaining in the Father. This is what the Buddha called mindfulness. Different words, the same invitation. To live without leaving reality. And something extraordinary happens. The present moment is no longer a bridge to somewhere else. It becomes the destination itself. There is nothing missing, nothing delayed, nothing waiting, only this. Completely whole. Perhaps heaven has never been a place waiting after death. Perhaps Nirvana has never been a distant goal. Perhaps both have always been hidden inside one ordinary moment, fully seen. The kingdom of God is now. The Dharma is now. Life is now. And when nothing is missing from this moment, who is left to suffer? Perhaps this is what happiness has always been. Not holding on to a perfect moment, not trying to stop change, but flowing with impermanence through complete awareness. Life is never standing still. Reality is a living stream. One moment becomes the next. One breath becomes another. One experience gives birth to the next. The body changes. Feelings change. The mind changes. The world changes. Every moment is born, lives, and disappears, only to make room for another. Awakening is not arriving at some final state. It is fully seeing the movement of reality exactly as it unfolds. This is what the Buddha called seeing body, feeling, mind, and reality exactly as they are. Truth does not set you free because you believe it. Truth sets you free because you finally see it, not yesterday, not tomorrow, now, exactly as it is. And perhaps this is the greatest gift a human being can offer the world. Not another belief, not another argument, but complete presence. When you are fully present, something invisible begins to radiate. Peace, clarity, healing. Not because you are trying to heal anyone, but because reality itself is already whole. Your presence simply allows others to remember their own. In Buddhism, this is called merit, goodness, born from wise action, kind speech, compassionate thought. But there is another kind of merit, one that cannot be measured. The merit of acting without a separate self, without pride, without possession, without seeking recognition. Every action performed from pure awareness becomes sacred, not because of what is done, but because of where it comes from. Perhaps this is also what Jesus meant by grace. To live far from God is not merely to break a commandment. It is to forget the present moment, to become lost inside the illusion of separation. But the moment awareness returns, grace is already here. The journey from sin to grace is simply the journey from unconsciousness back to the living presence of God. And perhaps that presence has never been somewhere else. It has always been the awareness through which life is happening right now.